If you think an intruder was responsible for JonBenét's death, how do you explain the bowl of pineapple? Because to me, this pineapple proves that John and Patsy Ramsey are lying. Because they have said over and over again that JonBenét was asleep when they returned from that Christmas party. They carried her up to her room. There are some reports that John stayed up and put together a toy with Burke, but then they both went to bed. They both claim that nobody was awake after that. But they also say that there was no bowl of pineapple when they went to bed. But the next morning, there was this bowl with pineapple and milk, a spoon, and a glass with a tea bag in it, sitting on the counter, and they couldn't explain it. And from her autopsy report, JonBenét had eaten pineapple shortly before she died. But there was no pineapple at the White's Christmas party that they attended. So when you put this together, she obviously had a bite of this pineapple with milk. This was apparently something the Ramsey children loved to eat as a snack. And mind you, this was fresh pineapple. This was not canned pineapple from what I've read. And there also wasn't like pre-cut pineapple in the fridge. So somebody had to prepare this. So to me, there's only a few explanations why this pineapple was there. First being that the kids were not asleep. They came home and their parents prepared a snack for them. The second, that maybe the kids woke up in the middle of the night and went downstairs and got a snack. But that doesn't really make sense to me. They were 6 and 9. I feel like if they were older, I could see that happening. But usually when young kids wake up in the middle of the night, they go and get their parents. They don't go to the kitchen and make a snack. And especially like cutting up pineapple and making tea. And if this is what happened, that means that whatever happened to JonBenét, Burke was in the kitchen eating a snack. Like, how did he not hear? I've also seen people claim that the intruder made this snack for JonBenét, which just seems so far-fetched to me. I cannot imagine somebody going into the home and kidnapping a kid and being like, maybe I should get her a snack. And then being like, oh, what snack do you like? Because not many people would think of putting pineapple in milk. This was a family treat. And when it comes to the intruder theory, I've seen over and over again that there was a stun gun used to make her be quiet. There was duct tape over her mouth. So why would the intruder go through all that work to silence JonBenét just to bring her downstairs and be like, hey, do you want to eat something? So this makes zero sense to me. I do not think that an intruder made this bowl for her. And also, something that is really weird to me is I saw the footage of when Burke Ramsey was being interviewed and they show him this picture and they ask him like if he knows what it is. He's staring at it and then he says, oh. And then he goes on to say it's a cup with tea. Like, he does not mention the pineapple. Why not? You think that if this was just an innocent bowl of pineapple and milk, he would be like, oh yeah, that's pineapple and milk. We always eat this. Why would he say, oh, like that? I really feel like this is a significant piece to this case. And I feel like it's something that got missed when a cover-up was happening and they just denied it. They were like, no, we don't know where it came from. We didn't give it to her. Because who else would have done this?